Good evening, chosen ones. Welcome to Virtual Beelzebub TV. I'm your host, Beelzebub, and welcome back to the pit. So today we're going to look at something that has taken Reddit by absolute storm. The GameStop uh, just shitstorm that has happened. A little bit of backstory. There's a Reddit group called WallStreetBets, and they decided uh, that they were going to bust some short sellers. So a short seller is basically they have a stock account, a brokerage account rather, and which is secure. There's some sort of collateral that they have on the line that allows them to do more risky shit that the rest of us can't really do. And one of the things they can do is borrow stock, and basically what that means is it means they can sell stock they don't own, get paid, so long as they agree to buy it back later. And if they don't buy it back, well, their account is secured. You have some sort of collateral on the line. That means you can do risky shit with it. One of the things you can do is borrow, which basically means you can sell a stock you don't own, get paid for it, and agree to buy it back later. And the idea, the strategy behind this is basically you sell, let's say you've got GameStop stock. You sell it at its current value. Let's say it's $50 a share. And you expect, man, GameStop is a brick and mortar store. It's going out of business. There's absolutely no way in hell that this company is turning a profit. It's all down from here. So I'm going to sell it, get $50, and agree to buy it back later. And you have to buy it back later. It's a secured account. Your brokerage, the whatever financial company has your brokerage account, they will hold you to it. It is a secured account. So you have to buy it back at a certain date. So you're like, okay, GameStop's a safe bet. I'll sell it now and buy it later. And then if GameStop tanks and it goes down to like $1 a share, well, and then you buy it back at $1. Well, guess what? They gave you $25. You bought it later for $1. You just made 25 big ones or 24 big ones, right? Pretty sweet. So what the Redditors at WallStreetBets did is they're like, man, everyone is betting against GameStop going bust, and it's pretty fucking slimy, leech-like, arguably vampire-like, that people are making money off of a business that's failing. Like that's bullshit. That's like capitalism at its finest, profiting while other companies are failing. So what they did is they all agreed as a group, they conspired uh, to basically commit fraud. They all invested money into GameStop stock all at once, and there was this huge surge. I think they got up to like $200 a share. I don't know what it was at before, but not much. So the value of GameStop stock shot up drastically, and all these short sellers, all these people who were borrowing from their secured account and selling a stock they didn't own with the promise to buy it back at value later. Well, guess what? It's later. This stock has, quadrupled, quintupled, sextupled, whatever. It's insanely more valuable. And now they owe money. They owe a lot of money. And if it's like $200 a share and they bought like 1,000 shares, like imagine you were just suddenly in the hole for $200,000. Like theoretically, you could lose an infinite amount of money because you agreed to buy it back, and theoretically the stock could go up in value infinitely, which is insane. Infinite losses. And it's all secured. They have collateral on the line. You have to buy it back. And if you don't, they'll pull it from whatever you put on the line as collateral. Oh, and it's, oh my God. Like the fact that this is even a possibility, the fact this is a thing that exists, selling stocks you don't own to agree to buy it back later, is so complicated and so weird. It is, I feel, only in capitalism, man. Capitalism at its finest. So the Reddit after this happened has gone absolutely nuts. It, stonks memes like the one behind me are just everywhere. Everyone's making memes about it. Everyone is laughing at these big hedge fund managers who thought that they could make a quick and easy buck by betting against GameStop. Nope, some random Redditors who had nothing better to do just invested their $600 stimulus or what the fuck ever into fucking GameStop, just like exclusively to fuck them out of money. Like the funny thing is, like the WallStreetBets Redditors probably didn't have to invest that much money. There just had to be a lot of them buying shares. Even if a share gets to $200, that's not a lot of money. But if you've got thousands of people doing it, you can skyrocket that price just by buying. Now, uh, Robinhood is a app that you can use and a website, but most people use the app to buy and sell stocks for free. You can do day trades, you can do all sorts of shit, right? So a lot of the Wall Street's bets redditors were using Robinhood to make these purchases, and when big old hedge funds and hedge fund managers and extremely wealthy stock owners, people who do this for a living, suddenly realize, oh shit, we're out billions of dollars because of some assholes on Reddit who are bored and had money to burn. Uh, so obviously they complained to Robinhood. Robinhood needs their business. You know, if billion-dollar people say, "Hey, I'm not going to use your service anymore," that has some sway to it. So they did something that a lot of people hate. They took GameStop and a couple of others where people were just artificially buying stocks to jack up the price, specifically to bust these short sellers who had bet against these companies going out of business. And they said, okay, we're putting a cap. No more purchases, sales only. You can either hold it or you can sell it, but no more purchasing to protect these multimillionaires that have Robinhood by the balls. Now, everyone hates this because this goes against the very free market capitalism that Robinhood set out to encourage in the beginning. Because they don't charge, like, since they don't charge transaction fees, they make their money in other ways. They, like, they were, this has created a boom in, like, ordinary people with not a lot of money being able to participate in the stock market. They promised free market, you know, stock trading at no fee, and now they're going back on it. But can you really blame them? Like, they're getting pressured from some very wealthy, powerful people. So they're fucked. What's interesting is that what they did, what Robinhood did, might actually be illegal. I don't know if there's going to be any penalty for it. Definitely a downturn in public opinion. But I wonder. I've heard. I don't know exactly what the crime would be, but I've heard rumors that what they are doing is illegal. Um, but arguably, what the Redditors did is illegal because that's insider trading. They all bought stocks. They conspired to all buy at the same time. So anyone who was privy to this Reddit thread, who knew there was going to be a mass buyout, could buy right at the beginning when it was still low, wait for everyone to come in and invest, wait for this thing to skyrocket, and then jump out while the stocks are still being purchased and make just a disgusting amount of money. So that's basically insider trading. You had prior knowledge about something that the general public did not, and use that to your advantage to cheat the stock market. That's illegal. But the thing is, it's going to be pretty hard for anyone to prosecute, like, fuck Wall Street 69420 on Reddit. Like, I guarantee you that that's not that person's real name. And I'm sure there are ways to find out their real identity, but it's going to be really hard to do. Like, what are you going to do? Like a class action lawsuit against like thousands of people, figure out who they are, bring all these people to court and find each of them individually, like what, $600 or whatever individual. Like, there's no way. They're judgment proof. Even if they find out who like a couple of them are, they're there's no real way to like punish these redditors. Also, intelligently, they made that Reddit group private, um, and I'm willing to bet that specifically to stop people from like doxing them and figuring out who they are, and because these people are probably going to get like death threats if people dox them and find out who they are. It's probably a good thing that these people are privating that Wall Street Bets subreddit. Man, man, oh man, this is nuts. I had to talk about it. Capitalism, man, capitalism. I'll talk to you later, guys.
Pack up your sins and go to the devil in Hades. You'll meet the finest gentlemen and the finest of ladies. They'd rather be down below than up above. Hades is full of thousands of Joneses and Browns, Houligans, Cohens, and Brady's. You'll hear a heavenly tune that went to the devil because the jazz band started picking it, put a trick in it, a jazzy kick in it. They've got a couple of old reformers in heaven, making them go